Consciousness is a multifaceted concept that has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. At its core, consciousness refers to an individual's awareness of their thoughts, feelings, sensations, and surroundings. It's our subjective experience of the world and ourselves, our ability to have thoughts about our experiences, to feel emotions, and to make decisions. In philosophical terms, consciousness is often referred to as qualia, the subjective quality of our experience. It's what it feels like to see a sunset, taste a fruit, or feel pain. While it's a universal human experience, it remains one of the most mysterious aspects of our existence, primarily because it's inherently subjective. What you experience may not be exactly what another person experiences. Consciousness is the subject of much debate and research in a variety of fields, including psychology, neuroscience, philosophy, and artificial intelligence. Various theories have been proposed to explain its nature and origins, but the complete understanding of consciousness remains elusive. Theories of consciousness. There are numerous theories about the nature of consciousness, reflecting its complexity and the diversity of perspectives on it. One significant theory is the physicalist view, which suggests that consciousness is entirely a product of physical processes in the brain. According to this perspective, our subjective experiences can be reduced to neural activities within specific brain regions. In contrast, dualism posits that the mind and the body, or physical matter, are fundamentally distinct entities. Within this view, consciousness is seen as separate from the physical workings of the brain, a perspective famously espoused by the philosopher René Descartes. Dualism grapples with the so-called mind-body problem. How can the immaterial mind interact with the physical body? There are also panpsychist theories, which propose that consciousness is a fundamental and ubiquitous component of the universe, just like matter and energy. According to panpsychism, even elementary particles possess some form of rudimentary consciousness. While this idea might seem far-fetched, it addresses some of the perplexing questions about the nature of consciousness. Consciousness and the brain. The brain plays a central role in our consciousness, as evidenced by numerous neuroscientific studies. Distinct brain areas and processes have been associated with different aspects of consciousness. For example, the thalamocortical system, a network involving the thalamus and the cerebral cortex, is believed to be critical for consciousness. Neuroscientists use technologies like functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, and electroencephalography, EEG, to study brain activity associated with conscious experiences. Disorders of consciousness, such as coma and vegetative states, also provide insights into the brain structures essential for consciousness. However, understanding how the physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experiences, the so-called hard problem of consciousness, remains a significant challenge. Theories such as integrated information theory, IIT, and global workspace theory, GWT, attempt to address this problem, but a consensus is yet to be reached. Consciousness and self-awareness. Self-awareness, or the recognition of oneself as a separate being, is a critical aspect of consciousness. It's our ability to think about ourselves, reflect on our thoughts and actions, and imagine how others perceive us. Self-awareness contributes to our sense of self-identity and allows for introspection. While all conscious beings have some form of subjective experience, not all of them possess self-awareness. Many animals appear to be conscious, reacting to their environments in complex ways, but only a few show signs of self-recognition. Humans develop self-awareness at a very early age, demonstrated by the mirror test of self-recognition. Self-awareness enables higher-order thinking and reasoning, moral and ethical considerations, and the development of rich emotional lives. However, it can also lead to self-consciousness, self-doubt, and internal conflicts. Understanding the link between consciousness and self-awareness can shed light on many aspects of human behavior and mental health. Consciousness and perception. Consciousness and perception are intrinsically linked. Perception involves interpreting the sensory information that we receive from our environment, leading to our conscious experience of the world. We perceive colors, sounds, smells, tastes, and tactile sensations, and these perceptions form the basis of our conscious experiences. The brain plays a vital role in perception. For example, the visual cortex processes visual information, while the auditory cortex handles sound. The brain integrates information from these different sources, allowing us to have a unified conscious experience. This process, known as multimodal integration, enables us to perceive the world as a coherent whole. However, perception is not always an accurate reflection of reality. Our brains often fill in gaps or make assumptions based on past experiences, leading to perceptual illusions. Furthermore, changes in perception can occur without changes in sensory input, such as in hallucinations or altered states of consciousness. These phenomena highlight the constructive nature of perception and its role in shaping our conscious experience. The purpose of consciousness. The purpose or evolutionary advantage of consciousness is another area of much debate. One perspective suggests that consciousness offers a survival advantage by allowing individuals to reflect on their actions, make complex decisions, and learn from past experiences. This capacity to plan, predict, and adapt based on conscious experience may have provided a competitive edge in our evolutionary history. Consciousness also enables us to communicate our internal states and intentions to others, facilitating social interaction. It allows for empathy and understanding, as we can imagine the experiences and feelings of others. This ability to form complex social relationships may have been critical in the development of cooperative societies. On the other hand, some researchers argue that consciousness might not have a specific purpose or function. Instead, it could be an epiphenomenon, a byproduct of other processes such as memory, attention, or complex computation. This view doesn't diminish the significance of consciousness but suggests that it might not have a clear evolutionary purpose. Altered states of consciousness. An altered state of consciousness, ASC, is a condition significantly different from the normal waking state. This can include sleep, dreaming, hypnosis, meditation, and drug-induced states. ASCs can offer unique insights into the nature of consciousness by highlighting how it can change under different conditions. Sleep and dreaming represent naturally occurring ASCs. During sleep, our consciousness doesn't turn off. Instead, it transitions through different stages, each characterized by unique brain activity patterns. Dreams can be considered a form of conscious experience, though they are often less structured and less tied to our sensory environment than waking consciousness. Psychedelic substances can induce profound changes in consciousness, altering perception, cognition, and emotion. These experiences have been used in various cultures for spiritual and healing purposes and are currently being explored in therapeutic contexts. Although they can provide deep personal insights, they also raise important ethical and safety considerations. Artificial consciousness. Can machines be conscious? This question sits at the intersection of technology, philosophy, and neuroscience. Artificial consciousness refers to the hypothetical situation where a man-made system, such as a computer or a robot, attains a form of consciousness. Current AI systems can perform complex tasks, learn from data, and even mimic aspects of human behavior. However, they lack subjective experiences, they do not feel anything, despite their advanced capabilities. If a form of artificial consciousness were to be achieved, it would raise significant philosophical questions and ethical implications. Despite the current limitations, ongoing research in AI, cognitive science, and neuroscience continues to explore the possibilities of artificial consciousness. Whether machines could ever truly possess consciousness or just simulate it remains to be seen, but these discussions highlight the broader impacts of advancements in AI. Consciousness in non-human animals. The study of consciousness is not limited to humans, it also extends to non-human animals. Despite the challenges in determining whether and to what extent non-human animals are conscious, several species exhibit behaviors indicative of conscious experiences. For instance, many animals show signs of problem-solving abilities, self-recognition, empathy, and even potential for grief. These behaviors suggest a level of subjective experience, though it may not be identical to human consciousness. Studying animal consciousness can provide valuable insights into the evolutionary origins and variations of consciousness. However, interpreting animal behavior and equating it with human-like consciousness should be approached with caution. There's a risk of anthropomorphism, attributing human characteristics to animals. The debate around animal consciousness is important not only from a scientific perspective but also for ethical considerations regarding animal rights and welfare. Conclusion: the mystery of consciousness. Despite centuries of inquiry and recent advances in neuroscience and AI, consciousness remains a profound mystery. It's at the heart of our existence, and yet, we have no definitive explanation for it. The study of consciousness is a fascinating journey that touches on the most fundamental questions about our nature and existence. Understanding consciousness requires an interdisciplinary approach, combining insights from neuroscience, psychology, philosophy, AI, and other fields. It's a complex and challenging endeavor, but the rewards are immense. As we continue to explore this last frontier of science, we'll undoubtedly gain deeper insights into ourselves and the nature of reality. Above all, consciousness is what makes our lives meaningful. It allows us to experience and appreciate the world around us, to connect with others, and to reflect upon our actions and decisions. Regardless of its origins and purpose, consciousness enriches our existence and makes us uniquely human.